In this world, the gods always favor some over the others by bestowing them with high status, infinite wealth, handsome features, reliable virtue, and extraordinary strength. People like that shine upon the world like the sun, who are there for us to look upon and follow. GRANOFF is the most blessed one of them all. Born into the royal family, he's the eldest son of the king's youngest brother Sade, the commander of the royal knightage, the duke with a large fiefdom, and the most remarkable swordsman of the empire. He's the idol of all youngsters on the Sindia continent. His straight nose is a standard feature of the royal family. Unlike other Sindia royalty with blonde hair, GRANOFF has brown hair that makes his features seem more resolute and masculine. He has thin lips that infatuate countless women, and clear blue eyes that can attract anyone who even casts a single glance. Everyone knows he's an incredibly charming guy. Everyone is born with a purpose. The poor farms, merchants run businesses, and government officials run the empire. Yet GRANOFF's purpose is to fight to the end for the glory of the empire. The kingdom of Sindia was built from the blood and dreams of his ancestors. Thus, it shall be guarded by generations after. They've been doing a great job for centuries in the past. From now on, GRANOFF will continue to guard the empire. GRANOFF knew what he's dealing with when he took over the royal knightage from his father. He meticulously dealt with various incidents including pirate raids along the coast, wild beast attacks in the jungle, and nobles plotting rebellions. Over the years, he has been handling each problem properly and cleanly, without leaving any trouble behind. He has been well trusted by the king and the people. However, a few centuries were enough time to turn what was once a royal family of a dozen people into an enormous clan of several 100,000. On top of that, as the number of aristocrats multiplied, there were more and more people of status on the continent, which resulted in more and more lords for the subjects to support, and aristocrats who exploited the poor without restraint. They were able to be repressed somewhat back in the era of clear laws and decrees, but as of now, time has turned the administrative departments large and cumbersome, which made it impossible to implement laws and decrees. With less and less rules restricting these aristocrats, the continent gradually fell into darkness. In the past, rebellions were mostly instigated by ambitious aristocrats with the intention to take over the throne, and it was easy to suppress these rebellions. And now, GRANOFF has a lot of concern in his mind, which puts a frown on his handsome face. A large of numbers civilians left Sindia because of the oppressive government. The once obedient and quiet people rioted over and over again. Eventually, the rebellions formed a massive rebel army and launched unbridled attacks upon the empire. This is entirely different from the past rebellions. Why do these poor folks have the courage to counter steel blades with their flesh and blood? Yet, as the most outstanding knight of the royal family, GRANOFF represents royalty. He has no choice but to suppress all the rebels, restore order, and try his best to set the world straight again. At the end, the royal Crusaders fought to suppress the growing enemy with the military force of the entire realm. Compared to other noble officials and generals, GRANOFF took a more thorough approach and carried out perfect justice. Yet the royal leadership really appreciated such a clean-cut approach. As time went by, the arrogant nobles led to more intensified conflicts within the empire, and thus affected the unity of various clans. The Chicken Man was once part of the royal Crusaders, but left to join the rebel army due to unfair treatment. When the Chicken Men burned the Were-Rabbit clan's tribe, causing massive losses to the Were-Rabbit clan and almost caused the Empire to lose its Were-Rabbit allies. GRANOFF went on expeditions everywhere. He knew that Sindia is ill. He realized that he may only determine the justice of everything in the world when he becomes the most exalted person. From then on, GRANOFF sets his eyes on the throne, which possesses the power to rule over all. Along this journey, GRANOFF encounters a woman of great heroic spirit and courage. From then on, he has a soft spot in his heart besides the Empire that's forever saved for this woman. What will the future hold for the Sindia continent? Will GRANOFF be able to achieve his dream of restoring the order of the past and revive the glory of the Empire again? Or will his dream shatter and the Empire fall apart? Everything shall be revealed inside the Sindia continent.